If you are a healthcare provider, like a physical or occupational therapist or a physician or physician's assistant, if you're one of those, what do you want most from your patients? You want results, you want progress as fast as humanly possible, right? For me, as an occupational therapist for about 10 years, one of the things that I struggled with is that I didn't see results quick enough. I didn't see that change that I wanted in people. Sometimes it felt like I was just spinning my wheels when it came to progress and therapy until I realized something. I realized something about the way that I was doing things or something that I could do to change the person's life almost immediately and dramatically. You see, and this problem is sort of exacerbated by one specific thing, by insurance. Insurance also wants to see progress. If they don't see progress, they're like, well, why are you doing this? Why is this even a thing if you're not making any progress? I worked in a lot of nursing homes throughout the years, and there are a lot of people that still we felt needed therapy, but because the way the system works, they didn't feel like they were getting any better. They would cut them from therapy, and we couldn't really do anything about it. And so as a therapist, that can kind of get you a little jaded, right? You just begin to get jaded with the system because you're like, well, what are we doing here? If we're not seeing the results that someone else is needing, what are we doing? But that's just sort of the way the system works, right? Because insurance companies also don't want a lot of people committing fraud or anything like that. So they're trying to balance that out. It's an ebb and flow of the therapy insurance world. But as a therapist, there was one thing that I could do that really could change people's lives. Not only does it appease the insurance companies most of the time because it dramatically changes the patient's life, it changes their outcomes, it shows that they've improved in some way, but also as a therapist, you get to see a major improvement in their quality of life. And that's something that can't really be measured by numbers. And so here in Ohio, what's nice about long-term care is this here. Long-term care Medicaid patients, as well as Medicaid patients in the community or in assisted living, can qualify for 100% coverage on their custom wheelchair. Now, this does have to be within medical guidelines. It's got to be a medical necessity, and you don't want everyone rolling around in a wheelchair. I completely get that. Some people may rely on it too much and not walk like they used to because they can be sitting in a comfortable wheelchair. But for some patients, I was able to see a dramatic improvement in their quality of life just by one of these. You see, this here is a custom wheelchair, almost like what I would get for somebody in the long-term care or skilled nursing facility. Here's what's great about it. One, it is so much comfortable than those standard wheelchairs that they've got there. Most of those are going to be rocking a canvas sling here, and it's not going to be very comfortable. They don't offer any support. They offer a lot of pressure on certain spots of the body, and you're going to see things like skin breakdown and pain, and mainly just a complaint of discomfort. But with a little bit more custom seating here, you're going to be able to get more contour. You're going to be able to get more cushion. This itself isn't a custom cushion, but the way that we build our cushions is going to be something that form fits directly to that patient. So it puts them in an upright position, puts them in a proper posture, and sometimes we can even see some dramatic improvements with cushions like these. This is called the Caligon Orbiter Med. It is an alternating air cushion. It is electronic, and throughout the day, it adjusts to the patient's positions so that they're offloading certain spots, so they're no longer getting wounds, they're no longer uncomfortable. And again, that can be built specific to each patient. Not only that, they get a backrest. They get a cozy backrest here that's going to cushion them a little bit more than, again, that sling backrest. A lot of the times, this cushion and this backrest can be adjusted and improved to the patient's positioning needs. And sometimes, if they want to fold up their chair and go somewhere, they can do that as well. That's an expensive one. I don't want to put that on the ground. And what makes it even better is it is very, very lightweight. This specific one is made out of carbon fiber, so it's almost the lightest you can get out of a wheelchair. That's going to make it easier for patients with strength deficits, whether they're leg propelling or they're arm propelling. Better mobility, better seating, better positioning, better comfort. All of those things are encompassed in just one specific change. This includes things like power or tilt in space, or even just a manual one like that. And it's one of those things that when the patient gets the chair, you can see their eyes light up. I worked in therapy for like 10 years, got loads of chairs for people. Now I sell those wheelchairs. And one of the things that I notice is when a patient gets their new chair, their new color, the new style, they've got their new set of wheels. They really enjoy it. You can see the look on the patient's face. You can see the look on the practitioner's face, the therapist's face. Everybody enjoys it when the patient is fit in their new custom chair. But the biggest thing for me is we get those patients what they need, because living with some health conditions is tough enough, especially in long-term care. Man, living living in long-term care is a tough thing for a lot of people and a lot of family members as well. And so in those scenarios when life maybe looks a little bit bleak for people or just a little bit dull, it's good to see that we can spice up their life a little bit, that we can improve their life dramatically just by delivering this custom wheelchair made for them, especially because we tend to put their name on the backrest right here. People really like that. All different colors and shapes and sizes. The sky is the limit pretty much when it comes to custom wheelchairs, power chairs, tilting space, yada, yada, yada. So I would say just consider that. Consider that as a therapist, as a practitioner. If you want to change your patient's life dramatically, maybe it's just an easy step of reaching out to us here at Stride and saying, hey, I'd like my patient to get a custom wheelchair. How can we do that? Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below what you think, what's your favorite part about a custom wheelchair, or maybe if you didn't consider this before. My name is Tim from Stride Mobility, and I am the Ohio Wheelchair Guy.